vlog. It is a Monday, first day of the week. Alhamdulillah. Got Zaza and Zizi. We are headed to go see my mom. And who else are we seeing today, Zaya? Who else are we seeing today? Maya. My mom is officially back home from the hospital, so I wanted to pay her a quick visit. And Mohammed is leaving tomorrow, I believe, inshallah, to Jordan. And the kids are, well, Zizi's on spring break, and maybe we could do something fun this week. Let him pick what we can do. Bye, besties. It's alright. Are you still angry?
He don't love you. He said, Mom, I don't love you.
But look, she's so mean.
Is it okay? Is it okay to pet her?
Yeah. You can pet her.
Chiqui,
Don't be scared, Zaya.
Chiqui, ese pelo.
She just wants to smell your hand.
Uy, qué linda.
Hello, besties. I cannot believe I get to finally sit here and debrief with you girls about the Umrah trip. I am happy and sad to be back home. Honestly, I miss the place already. I wanted to quickly break down some things that I feel would be beneficial for you girls. Number one being what I wished I packed. I wished I packed my thermometer and my flu Tylenol medication for my children. I had this in plan already to pack, but I completely forgot and left it behind. The last days of the trip, my kids got really sick, as you all seen, and I had to download this thermometer app, which worked really well, but I did not have the medication. For my caffeine drinkers, I did bring a medication called Excedrin. It's like the best thing on the market for those caffeine withdrawals, those migraines you get, especially with the time change. You need something to keep you stable. For shoes, I planned on packing sandals and then sneakers, but I ended up wearing my Crocs and Crocs only for the entire trip. I can put the link of the exact Crocs that I wore. They were very comfy, and I do recommend for my ladies to bring a small travel size bottle of baby oil with socks, because I did not wear my socks and I ended up with like blisters underneath my foot, and it was not the best thing. Hats. You also want to pack hats because it tends to be very sunny during the day. We went out mostly at night. That was good. Bring a light jacket or a long shirt. It doesn't get as cold as people portrayed it to be. Like, I don't know, I expected it to be very cold, but I think like 70s was the lowest. As far as abayas, I packed 3 Kamar sets only because I thought I was gonna buy abayas, and I did actually end up buying 3. If you girls would like to see those abayas, I could do a separate video. They are very cheap. If you plan on buying abayas, then pack very light. The Kamar sets that I brought were all neutral colors because I was told not to wear bright colors in Muslim countries because you don't want to call attention. I packed my black, white, and I think maroon. As far as fragrance go, women are not allowed to smell too strong, so I literally only packed deodorant because, like, yeah, I was walking a lot, you guys. Like, I walked so much, so I packed deodorant, and I did pack a little perfume, but it was like more so at night for my husband to smell me, like something nice. Sunscreen. Always bring your sunscreen. For the babies, I went to Target and I bought them 3 outfits each, and they were all 100% cotton. You do want to bring a nice light jacket for them. Shoes, they also wore Crocs. They, alhamdulillah, did not complain. They were comfy, and I brought socks in case. You have toddlers, make sure to pack your pull-ups just in case any accidents happen, because kids tend to forget to tell us when they have to pee. For Umrah, I suggest that you bring your own prayer mat, number 1. Number 2, get like one of those string backpacks, those very light ones, so that you can put your shoes in or your wallet or anything. You also want to bring hand sanitizers because you'll be touching things and you will get sick. You can also bring a face mask if you would like. Bring socks, please, because I know at one point you have to take your shoes off when you do the Kaaba, but just wear socks if you want. That's where I messed up. I forgot to bring my socks, so the blisters on my foot were crazy. You're gonna be doing a lot of walking. You don't need to bring a water bottle because they provide like these Zamzam stations. You can also bring your thicker beads, and I went on Amazon and bought Umrah cards, and it's like basically a step-by-step of all of the du'as that you should do before you go to the Kaaba. But the cards are very beneficial. I'll put the link in the description box. There's a museum and it's called the Revelation Exhibition. I highly recommend that you girls check this museum out before you enter the Kaaba, because this museum breaks down all the information that you need to know about the prophets and the meaning of the Kaaba, the stories of the Kaaba, just all the information. It's so refreshing and something that we should all like listen to before we go to these places, just so we can feel a bit more connected. Absolutely check out that museum first if you can. If you decide to hike that cave, please bring water. The walk was like an hour 46 minutes, you guys. Take your time, take your time. I died like 5 times before I got to the top, but I did it, alhamdulillah. And on top of doing it, I had my 2 babies with me who got there before I did, subhanallah. Like, they literally got there, and the team that I went with, alhamdulillah, they were so helpful with my kids throughout the whole experience. Like, I am beyond grateful for every person on that trip, because they made it so much easier and fun for me and the kids. Like, I really enjoy it. That's another thing. Like, when you go to make Umrah, please go with someone else. Go with a group. Find a community that's going. Go with the people that I went to is some Voice of Peace. I will put their app name at the bottom and you can check them out. They are also doing like free trip to Umrah, so you can try and check that out. Let me go back to Umrah. So I obviously went with my kids for my first time. I'm glad I did, but it was very hard. It was so hard for me to concentrate going around the Kaaba because people were pushing. Like, this is something that they don't tell you when you get there, but people will push you for some reason. Like, I don't know what's the rush, or like, don't know. I don't even think that's the sunnah to do, and I believe that your Umrah is not even accepted if you do that. But you will see a lot of pushing, and you have to try your best to not push back, because then your Umrah is broken or not accepted. And so I had my toddler Zaire in front of me because obviously I can't carry him, and my husband was already carrying Zaraya on his shoulder, which alhamdulillah I'm grateful for, because had he not been there, I don't think I would have been able to make Umrah, because it's intense, it's crazy. Like, people do not care. Zaire managed to do all 7 laps, alhamdulillah, but he did get pushed, and I was getting a little freaked out because he's so like at the bottom that it gets hard to breathe. I panicked a few times because I have social anxiety, so having all those people push me around and the noises was honestly like freaking me out a lot. I was getting very overstimulated, but alhamdulillah we did it. So be mindful if you are thinking of bringing your children. If you have the choice of leaving them home, I suggest you do. If not, bring someone with you to help. Okay, always bring someone with you to help. I hope I covered everything that you girls might need when going to your Umrah. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, because I would love to help you even more. You all know this was my first trip abroad, so for this to be my first trip abroad and it being to the Kaaba, it means so much to me. I always thought that my first trip abroad was going to be Italy, because I've been dying to go there, Naples specifically. And you plan and Allah just plans something even better for you. Alhamdulillah. Yeah guys, I would totally do this trip all over again if I had the ability to. It was worth it. The only crucial part of the whole trip for me was the flight. 16 hours sitting like this, it gets very uncomfy. After 5 years of getting epidural, it starts to affect your spine, especially your lower back. So I got a lot of like lower back spasms. It was not fun. If you can bring like some icy hot patches for your lower back, a pillow or something, do that. And also bring those like pillows that go on your neck so you can sleep. Headphones, bring your headphones so you can watch movies. Sometimes the planes provide headphones and sometimes they don't. It just depends on who you're flying with. If you girls have any questions about the trip that I didn't cover in this video, just leave your question in the comments below and I can do a part 2, inshallah. I hope you guys have a beautiful Ramadan and a beautiful fast, inshallah. I'll see you girls in my next video.